skip it up, it bop, skip, skip it, skip, scoot, boop, 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 no, so bling, bling, scoop, it up, it bop, beep, shop, beep, 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 doop, doop, doop. Welcome to episode 21. And if you're seeing that I'm wearing the same shit as the other episode, it means we put in that goddamn work and we shot 2 episodes in a day, alright? Don't judge me, judge yourself, alright? This episode is about growth and growth mindset specifically, alright? Take a look right here, right? Pretty cool, right? I ain't never grown shit in my life before this. Plant-wise, that is. I've done a lot of growing. But in this episode, I really want to talk about the mindset it takes to grow and do something new. And I'm going to tell y'all a story. These items right here were all grown from seeds, right? We're going to have a special ending pluck of a live zucchini that looks like a 40-ounce bottle. Get ready for that. These items came from seeds, and they were germinated in some of my past Instagram. You can see them. Some were brought into pots, and then we set up the raised beds, right? This showed me that just the idea is the first thing you need, but you have to act on that idea. So when the COVID and the lockdown hit, and the grocery stores were wilding out, that's when I knew one of the most important things is going to be food. Now, I'm a veggie, and I eat organic food. So I was like, you know what? It makes sense because the season was switching around March, right? To spring. And I was like, this is going to be something that's really essential to growing. I know we've talked about gardening in some of the past episodes, but really I want to talk about the mindset. So first was facing a problem. We knew that grocery stores and all these places were getting crazy. Money went low. I was able to get food stamp benefits. With those food stamps, you can buy seeds, you can buy plants, you can go to farmers markets, you can do that. Please look it up, check out SNAP benefits for your area. Supplemental nutrition, something it stands for. But please do that. A lot of people, when they think food, they think they gotta spend a lot of money. If you go to Amazon to get food, aka Whole Foods, in case you didn't know, if you go and buy your food from Amazon, things are gonna come in plastic packaging, cost a lot more. If you hit up the farmer's market, they will be a lot cheaper and a lot closer to actually when they were plucked from the ground. They weren't shipped so far. Most of the farmers come from locally out here in New York, upstate, Long Island, Connecticut, things that are nearby. So you're reducing the carbon footprint. The growth mindset is also something that is always coming to us. What does that mean? At every point, there's going to be something that you're inspired to do or inspired to think or inspired to feel. It's always coming at us. Are you going to listen to that or are you going to stay the same? The last episode was comfort zone. But now the mindset of growing is to know that, I think Immortal Technique gave this quote. He said, hell is not a place you go if you're not a Christian. Hell is the failure of your life's greatest ambitions. I've been through a lot of things and I've accomplished a lot of things, but I keep seeing a bigger vision. And I owe it to myself to move toward that greatest vision and live in that greatest vision, because if not, that's when the anxiety comes in. That's when the depression comes in, right? Not about failure. Failure is necessary. It's actually about not rising up to what we can achieve. Some things that I tried to grow died. Certain plants didn't make it, but I still was able to rise up and use my mindset. Another example of growth mindset is, I'm going to go back to myself as an artist. I started out one way, coming from the background as an audio engineer. I got into rapping, and then I got into making beats. And then I learned different softwares. I started messing around with the keys a little bit. I started learning music theory. Over the course of a decade plus, I got into the instruments. I got into different things, and all because of growth mindset. Even when I started teaching the music programs, I learned from a lot of my students how they were making their beats, whether that was trap beats or how they mixed their sound or what interface and mics they were using. I didn't think just because I was older and worked in big studios that I knew any better than them. That was a growth mindset. Always being willing to learn. The reason I have a question mark in the why is, my favorite quote is, I know that I don't know. Or very simply put, I don't know. There's always an opportunity to grow. There's also an opportunity to learn. I want to know from you. Hit me up, leave me a message. What are some ways that you have grown and are growing? And what are some things that maybe you're putting off that you want to grow into, right? I've heard so many people say, hey man, I want to sing, I want to rap, I want to dance, I want to play guitar, but I don't have time, or this and this. Nah, we're bullshitting ourselves, right? And then another thing is we're afraid because you might be good at certain things, but you have to actually go back and become a student again. Like when I started playing, even when I did the jam session, I have a good story. There was a moment where, all the musicians, myself included, they were kind of exchanging Instagram handles and whatnot. And, dude was like, hey, let me get your info. And then when it came to me, homeboy just skipped right over me and was like, boom. And I loved it. That was the greatest thing in the world for me. Now, in my mind, that might have been terrifying and what I'm afraid of. But guess what? I accept where I am. These other people next to me have been playing in these sessions for 10, 15, even 20 years, right? So I gotta pay my dues. When I first was MCing or first was audio engineering, my mixes sounded like shit, my recordings were distorted. But you go and you use it all as an intrinsic motivation to get better. And the only competition in this world is yourself. So let's take it over to Zucchini Land right now. And grab the mic with me in case. So once again, guys, this patch right here was a seed, right? And I had never grown anything right here before. I'm gonna set this down. But look at this sucker right here. Boom, boom, boom. Look at that. It ironically looks like a beer bottle to me. And if this thing grows any longer, I don't think it'll rock. So I'm gonna hit him with a little twist. My first organic zucchini plucked here live on camera, this bitch, man. Hold on, make sure we got the vocals. Yeah. You see, they tell you ain't supposed to have the mic on the shot. Fuck that. We're here, episode 21, Zucchini 40s. This is a priceless zucchini. Hit me up in the PayPal. Let me know if you want this joint. This is it. This is a legendary, wise, first, legit. Look, this thing at least worth $3. If you went to Amazon and bought this, aka Whole Foods, what would they charge you for a zucchini this thing, right? So we out here. We'll take a little final look around. And if you are starting with the growing, basil is very easy. Rosemary is very easy. Yep, see, we got the mobile episode. Look at this. Normally we do stationary shots. We got cilantro. We got some peppers. We got broccoli over there in the cut. Scallions is real easy. Shove some of these things right there. Put them in a pot. Put them on your kitchen countertop. And we out here. Episode 21. It's in the bag.